I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
Sandy Pereira.
And where are you from?
I'm from United Kingdom in Hertfordshire, London, North London. But originally, I was raised in Sri Lanka until I was 17. Came to UK when I was 17.
And you said your father came to Medjugorje in 1986.
1986,
Why did he come here?
with a group of friends, and because it was a Yugoslavia at that time, I think they were easy to get the visa to come to Yugoslavia at that time for the friends, not my father. My father comes often to Europe. So I'm not sure, be honest actually, this is those friends who came with him actually went back to Sri Lanka. They would have gone to Europe from here. I mean, I'm telling you the truth. That's how it would have been. That's what I assume. He's no longer living, so me to actually correct. Recently, I spoke to my father's one of the younger sister. She still have the prayers and the booklet that from Medjugorje my father has given. So, but I've been traveling to other parts of the world, like Lourdes, Guadalupe. That's another miracle happened to us actually. A friend of mine who came to my house 2 weeks later. We had the Filipino group that we are close to. They came for a 1 week, the rosary, on the October, and the people who came, he's French and she's Mexican. 2 weeks later, they rang and said, Sandy, we are getting married in Mexico, and I want you to come to the wedding in Mexico in February. That's a half-term school holiday, so kids. And we went to Mexico. I was there for the Ash Wednesday. I was there in Mexico City. I went to Guadalupe twice. And that's just one of the invitations that she must have given. But I never took these things for what a blessing she's giving. But I always knew a little bit because I didn't know much about Guadalupe, Lourdes, Fatima, and other parts of the world. Until our friends, everybody, one of my really good friends, who's called Nish Cook, she has a house, she's been coming here a lot. Then another friend called Rashida, she's been here quite a few times. But we came last year, last May, and I wasn't prepared. But after a few days, I went to confession. I met Father Leon, and he was very, I think, critical that the way I confessed, and he said, "You are not really sorry, are you?" And because I smiled quite often, I thought maybe I wasn't sorry for my things that I was telling. But that's not the case. I actually was, but then he said something. I don't want to say what it is, but he said something about always what I wanted to do, to please God. And that broke me. When I went back home, I cried for 1 week. And I was like completely mourned. That's the change from then onwards. Then I came August 15th. We came to holiday. We were planning to go somewhere else, Far East, but we came to Croatia. But all the 50, I came. I was in the mountains on the very special day, special for lots of reasons. My grandfather's birthday on the August 15th. I had a business in London and sold on the August 15th. And then my wife said, there's another group going on September. Do you want to go? I came, and that really changed. I met a very nice guy called Paul Evans, who's a deacon in Farnborough. And with him, I spent a lot of times in the mountain, Apparition Hill and Cross Mountain, middle of the night. And from then onwards, I was like a, well, in a way, still I'm trying to improve, but I've been like a child running to a football game or a cricket game because I wanted to go to church, go to Mass, and I didn't understand about the confession, how the Mass worked. We went to Mass all our lives, 54 years. It's from 54 to, I was just finished my birthday, just like a couple of weeks ago. That last year is the complete change. It's thanks to our Holy Mother. Now I can't go without saying the rosary, thanking God, going to Mass. Probably since last September, I don't want to give a figure, but just say that I hardly, probably maybe 10, 15 days I missed from last September to today. So virtually every day, 7 days a week or 6 days a week, things like that. So, and then this is the fourth time in 12 months.
That you are here.
And I don't think we can get enough what the Holy Mother giving every message, every thought. And then I feel that I am actually giving to our friends. They might not listen, they might laugh, they might think that, what's he talking about? Maybe even my wife might think, or my children might think, but I'm trying my best to improve to my behavior and giving to God the more and more. So they say, there's a cardinal, I think it's Cardinal Sarah, who's were quite actually very much people were thinking about one of the popes. He says, God or nothing. I feel God come first, God or nothing. So I actually get really, I'm trying to keep it low profile when I'm talking to you, because if I talk in that passion, I will actually have a very emotional feeling. I'm a very emotional guy.
Me too.
And
Brother,
I
you're a
can
brother.
feel my tears popping yesterday when we were coming on the coach.
Yeah.
And our guide was very, very good. I think her name is Diana or something. I know Daniela, who's from Marian Group. And I was crying because the way she explained it was so perfect, how much Our Lady loves us. And when she said to Father Leon, I'm your mother, I love you so much, you don't know how much I love you. That we search for every day. And, we sometimes don't have the answer how we can live our life, the next purchase from now on. So we searching the answers, Holy Spirit coming and giving answers. Now, Father Dan, I don't know him. Believe me, you can ask my wife. I didn't know much about him. I saw 2 days ago on a clip, because he's a banker, Wall Street banker, because I was a foreign exchange dealer and I run a foreign exchange business. And about him, I got to know and all the things he went through. And today, I was sitting in the mosque. He's there. 2 days later. And I went and met him. I took a photograph with him. I said, Father. And my wife can actually tell. I was in the bedroom. I was telling, this father called Dan, American priest, that he was a banker. He's a millionaire. He came to Italy and then he came for one day. He said, I'm going next day. But that night, he felt completely different person. And that's what you feel. But you feel you are not doing enough. You feel you want to do more. And because we are with sometimes family or friends, but you're not on your own. Sometimes when you come on your own, you find incredible peace. With everybody else talking to him, sometimes you don't, but I don't know how, but we're trying our best. So I will give anybody who are Catholic who feel that just to come and talk to somebody. This is the common place to talk. Talk yourself to Our Lady, and she guide you, give you the greatest peace you can ever imagine, change your life, and look forward to the day you want to see the face of God, because the greatest ambition is see Him. So you have to prepare yourself every day and be ready. So for me, this is what God gave me another chance to get to know Him through the mother, and she's giving, thank you for that, bringing back, in a way, giving him another chance. I feel that she's given another chance. So it's so grateful. I thank God for that.
What happened that you changed? Can you describe the process for people who don't know Medjugorje?
Change is that to understand what the confession is. and to how to confess, how to love God, how to give everything, and that what you've gone through material wise, still maybe I may dress in a kind of a very colorful way.
Beautiful, by the way. I love.
Thank you.
It's style.
But
Nothing bad about it.
But everything that material now is no important. But I don't know how to undress them.
You don't need to answer. It doesn't matter.
But
you can dress beautifully.
Yeah. So no, undress the lifestyle or
yeah,
the
that's
way
another thing. Yeah.
Just somehow you wanted to answer because you have your family. You have to look after your wife, your children, your mothers, sisters, brothers, friends, families, responsibility and things like that. So you want that guidance. The Holy Spirit will give you right connection. I always receive that sort of a gift. I always given a very, very blessing, but never appreciated that. Never appreciated that. So now from here, I started to understand that, and I'm so guilty that I didn't thank him enough. I didn't praise him enough. I didn't give him back what he has given to me. So now I'm trying to, little by little, even a 1%, 2%, 3%, 5%, I'm trying to improve. When people who wants to come here, what they should just come and let your body, imagination, and your faith, your soul, let it go and let it be, and then that will guide you in a way. You will find peace. Not only peace, then your soul will cleanse it, and he will take you to different places that you never going to imagine. I never thought I will feel this passionately, or I will bursting with happiness as well as emotion. So I'm also scared because do I going to let Our Lady down? Am I going to let the God down that I feel so good? Do I get my other temptation or go back to the old routine? What this will take another or what? So you always have those doubts. Like, would I go back to that way? So, but you want to pray and more. That will get you going to find the right path and feel. I'm very good friends with a lot of our friends, a lot of priests. I know a lot of them. Sometimes I talk to them. Sometimes they might able to give a little bit of advice, but mainly I get it through friends who you meet, just like you. We just met here, and talking to people, because that's what you have to ask the God. Give me good friends, good people who can advise me or how to pray, how to connect each other, their experiences. So we talk to each other, build friendship through God. That's it, because friends is for life, good friends, and that's what you need. And if they are Catholics, they are God willing in their soul, then you will connect, and you will connect with the right path because you are looking for that.
And confession seems to have been the big part of your coming close to God. What do you tell people? Why not to fear confession? A lot have come here 20 years and didn't confess. What is the beauty now about it? You experienced it.
Because when you confess, it's a lot of people, I don't want to say, a lot of people say, oh, you can do anything and you go and confess. No, I think it's a message that I managed to learn from this was to talk to God. Of course, is a human priest, but you talking to and saying these are my shortcomings, and you telling exactly what it is, what you've done, black and white, and then you find the peace. You bring peace, and you inviting, keep away for all the negativeness and all the other temptations. So, and then ambitions to actually cleanse yourself all the time and be clean and peace in the body, soul, and let your heart control it. Mind is confusing. Mind gives you everywhere, but your heart always good heart, like a child. They only think about good things, right? So they want to the right way. But that's let the heart control you. Have a most gracious heart you want to have. Pray for that.
That's what Our Lady says, from the heart. Pray
Yeah.
from the heart, live from the heart.
Yeah.
And very, very fast, what do you say now about the Eucharist, the center of our faith? People don't understand what is the Eucharist. Can you explain it shortly? In a short way? You need to go, I know. Just for the people.
Eucharist is the greatest. It's nine. They say well, they say percentage, where 90%. The most important thing is the Eucharist.
Why?
Because there is no other God you can experience live then and there in our heart and body. He comes to you, and can you imagine anybody else? Any other religion has that gift, that our God willing to come, willing to be with you, and you inviting him to be there for you, and we receiving and appreciating that he's coming, and he died for you, and then you have to now want to please him. That's the greatest ambition, to please the God, because that's nothing else matters.
But a lot of people think God the Father is an angry old man with a white beard, wants to judge us and put us to hell. You experience the real God. How is he now?
Well, he has given me opportunity to be happy. That's it. Be happy, to love him, and to understand who he is. And
Who is he?
he's my greatest friend, greatest gift that I can talk to, be with him, within him, in him, always, every moment. And I'm not scared, because I know if I were to leave next minute, he's there for me to receive me. So my death of a fear actually went last year.
Yeah.
For means maybe last 6 months. Because now, I'm preparing. I'm not saying I'm any perfect, but I have prepared myself. So because I love him so much, that death, I don't know, I'm so happy to see him. So anytime, that's the way I feel. I know it's a hard thing, people might think, what that is, but I that's the way I feel. But there's no difference that I feel today and a few days ago. I feel that always you have to be ready and also help each other, and that's a great thing to say. But
That's it. And at the end, what would you tell people? Why come to Medjugorje? I tell you where they are.
Right.
What would you tell them? Why come to Medjugorje one time? People generally now.
To come to Medjugorje is also, this is one of the most beautiful people who here, and they invite you and they welcome you, every person, the people who are here, as well as surrounding people. They are all believe in God, believe in Catholic. So, and not only you have the greatest peace you will receive, and cleansing that you will find within yourself, within everybody, sharing all your thoughts and everything else. So I think that for Europeans it's so easy to get here, and so I think we should be grateful that we have one of the most beautiful. I was in Easter week. I went to Lutz from London. I drove Lutz to St. Sebastian, there to Gadabandara, and then Gadabandara I went to
Fatima, maybe?
No, Miracles Medal in Paris.
Wow.
Right. So you can see,
There it
that,
is.
Yeah,
There it is.
in
That's
there.
a miracle matter. Yeah.
And then a couple other places. Did about 3,800 kilometers in 7 days.
Why do you do that?
That's the faith just recently. It wasn't even planned. Everything put into place. We were going for like a break, but then I said, can we go to Luz? So Luz, we went to St. Sebastian. St. Sebastian, from there we went to Gadabandara. And True Cross is a mountain in Spain, not far away from Gadabandara. So yeah, it's and that's a monastery run by Franciscans.
Yeah.
From there, so everything is put into place. It's like
If you let
I
it
don't
happen,
know.
if you open up your heart to Him.
That's right. I don't even know why I deserve anything, and I'm experienced. So I'm in a way scared that would this, because even Father Dan, I looked at I think Thursday
Yeah.
about him, and not sorry, beg your pardon, Sunday or Monday I looked at him. And then on Wednesday I meet him in the church, and it's just because he's Wall Street. That's why I
Yeah.
connected him. And he came and he was even said that his bishop even rejected him. Bishop didn't want to take him. Tennessee, and then he said the bishop came and picked him up in the car and said, "What, bishop, don't do that." And that's what the Pope said just recently. The bishop should go there, suffer with people, be there for them, comfort them, be with him, whatever like that. This bishop, what Father Dan was saying, his bishop in the way he came and collected him from the airport, he was surprised. So this is what even Pope Leo the 14th is saying, and for our English speakers, so grateful that God has given somebody who can speak good English. That helps as well. But I'm being selfish. I'm not saying, but he can speak all the other languages. It's helped that we can understand a little bit. And so we fall in love again about the Holy Father. But I know a lot of my good friends, priests, they love Pope Benedict, of course, love Pope Francis. I saw Pope Benedict when he came to London, Westminster Cathedral, and things like that. So we experienced he's a great Pope's last two, and I think he will be another wonderful. And also being a missio, that is, I'm a ambassador of missio, so that means missionary, gospel disciple of God.
That's
So
what we are doing now, mission together. Yeah.
I don't know, but we try. So if God tells me tomorrow definition word, that's what you need to do and guide me that way, and that's what I need to do.
How
So
can you be guided? You experience
this
it now.
is something that I've been asking from a lot of people, and sometimes this is something that by prayer, by thought and meditation, so you will fall into places you might not ever imagine. You will connect with the right person. You might connect with you, and you will tell another friend. That friend says, "Sandy, can we do this, whatever?" It could be work, it could be business, it could be opportunities, it could be faith, it could be traveling, it could be business related to the God, and anything. It's whatever. So that's what I feel. I'm not sure.
Yeah, just like from the heart you pray and
Yeah.
you receive, simple as that.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
That's something that we didn't know.
Yeah.
And nobody actually really has
Taught
taught
it
me.
us. That's why I do
Even
these
though I
videos.
went to Catholic schools
Yeah.
all my life in Sri Lanka, called St. Joseph's College, one of the biggest schools. But I'm finding about my faith really only last year, really. We went to church every day, every Sunday. Went to Westminster Cathedral virtually in my working life. But it's only now I truly understand what God loves you. When you pray with all your heart, what you can receive. You receive in guidance, you connect with the right person, you experience certain things. Those are the ones who give you the most happiness, and that will never fade away. Because if you make a certain amount of money, you buy a car, it will disappear, the likeness. You have a beautiful house, and then after 6 months, 1 year later, they will go away. But these messages that you are receiving, and it's like a pyramid. One step, another one, another one, another one, another one. It's connecting with everybody. Then they connect it with each other, and then you are in the middle, and you are actually making other people able to understand or make you happy. What is the greatest thing you can do? Make other people happy and help each other. and that's the greatest blessing God has given us, because He loves you, and you have to forgive. It's easier said than done. Forgive one another, and He will forgive you. So that's it.
Wow, that's amazing.
I better go.
I'd say thank you from the heart.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah?
What's your name?
Tom. And
Tom.
you check Tom
Pleasure.
Medjugorje, and you subscribe to the
Thank
channel
you.
watching this video.
All right.
You saw this guy. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
God